Hi, welcome to Columbus Motor Speedway. I'm Nate Pennington, and it's 1998, and we're about ready for the 1998 season. First race coming up on the track is the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash. And so now I'm going to turn things over to my buddy Jeff Knuckles for the call of the heat race action, and I'll be back for all the feature racing action in just a little while. So I'm going to turn things over to Jeff Knuckles.
Ohio. This year fastest four qualifiers. They will contest 4 laps. On the pole in car number 91, it's Sean Gray. His time 15.579. Sean Gray in 91, fourth quick tonight. Outside of row number 1 in car 08, third quick time 15.537 the time. Randy Sward. Next up in the second row inside, 15.531 the qualifying time. There sits Jimmy Kidd in car 25, and on the tail, car number 17, with a time of 15.497, Dave Ritchie Jr. 4 cars, your fastest 4 qualifiers, the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash. Fastest 4 qualifiers, the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash, the first event of 1998. They pick up the pace at the white line over there in turn number 3. And Sean Gray holds the advantage. Down into turn 1 over Randy Sward. Jimmy Kidd tucked in on the inside. Gray bends off the 3. Leads lap number 1, Sean Gray out front. Jimmy Kidd now runs second. Halfway through this 4-lap event. Sean Gray with 1 Trophy Dash victory last season. Looking for his first one early this year. White flag. Now Jimmy Kidd looks to the outside, the yellow number 91. Kidd on the move in car 25. And your winner, Sean Gray. Second, Jimmy Kidd. Randy Sward and Dave Ritchie Jr. round out the field here for the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash on Tubular Techniques. Torco Pest Control night at the races. Don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you stop down to the Torco Pest Control table and sign up for a chance to win a great prize. Sean Gray, your winner in car 91.
61.42. Now.
Starting first in car 31, that will be Jim Hersey. Hersey in 31. Outside in car 93. Jamie Hunt. Let's see. Second row, car number 9, that's David Greeno. And alongside, outside, that is of row number 2, Mike Brown in car 20. The third row, we find car 43, Mike Schweier, moving up a division this year. Beside Schweier in 61, Mark Jordan. Then next up, car 42. The driver is Rob Martin. And finally, in car 26, that's Scott Stevens. Stevens in 26. Eight laps the distance. Jim Hersey and Jamie Hunt lead them off of turn number 4. Your 8-lap first limited sportsman heat race. Jamie Hunt jumps out early on Jim Hersey. Hersey runs second. A tight battle for the third position between Mike Brown and David Greeno. That's Mike Schweier in car 43, fifth spot. Mike Brown looks to the outside of Jim Hersey, challenging for the lead as Jamie Hunt draws away. Not recorded. Actually didn't have any heat wins last year. He had 3 Trophy Dash victories. Mike Schweier leaking fuel. Schweier leaking fuel. He's been disqualified. Caution on the speedway. Faster than his qualifying time. So he has broken out and will go to the tail. These drivers only allowed to run, I believe it's 25 hundredths of a second faster than their qualifying time in race condition. And Hunt was at least that. It was more than 25 hundredths of a second faster than his qualifying time. So he goes to the tail. Again, that's called a breakout situation. We do that so that to try to make sure that the drivers try their very best to end qualifications. Hunt had some difficulties. He was a late qualifier, only got one time. The car was ill handling when he was out. But nonetheless, what Hunt could have done is request the tail and admit that his qualifying time was not up to par. Could have avoided the breakout clock, but he did not. So we'll go back racing. Jim Hersey, your leader. Mike Brown runs second. David Greeno still runs third. Well, complete lap number 7. The next time by, starter Jim Paul, white flag in hand. And we got the leaders door to door. Brown had 5 heat victories last season. And he's trying to pull ahead of Jim Hersey. Get one early in 1998. Hersey back on the inside, but it's going to be Mike Brown. Jim Hersey comes home second, third to David Greeno. Fourth was Rob Martin. And fifth Mark Jordan. Your winner, Mike Brown, in car number 20. Alongside in car 5, that's Bob Bruball. Second row in car number 2, Don Gregory Jr. and 22, that is Donald Parsons. Donnie Miller is in car number 1, starting inside of row 3, and alongside him that's Jerry Buck in 01, and on the tail in 45. Give it to John Strobel. Strobel from London, Ohio.
Okay, our preliminaries are now posted. I need my last chance sportsman.
Raleigh Hyder Jr. and Bob Bruball lead them around 8 laps. The distance for the limited sportsman. Second heat race. Raleigh Hyder pulls ahead of Bruball down the backstretch. Now Bruball off the pace in car number 5. Don Gregory Jr. takes up the second spot. Third, Donnie Miller in car number 1. Hyder had 3 heat race victories in 1997 here at the Speedway. Don Gregory Jr. chases him through turns 3 and 4. 3 laps complete, this time fast start finish. Now John Strobel all the way from the tail continues to move toward the front. Halfway. Strobel looks to the outside of Donald Parsons. Strobel working on Parsons down the backstretch. Raleigh Hyder still out front. Give 4th spot to John Strobel in car 45. Looking to the outside. He'll try to draw alongside of Hyder in turn 4, but he slips high. Give second to Donnie Miller. Your winner is John Strobel. Donnie Miller runs second. Third, Don Gregory Jr. John Strobel runs 4th. Your winner, Raleigh Hyder Jr.
Okay, my late night
Again, we want to welcome you out Torco Pest Control and Tubular Enrichment Heat Race. I'm sorry, this is a limited sportsman last chance race. Limited sportsman last chance race. Your top 4 finishers transfer into tonight's feature event. Car number 30. Not out there, so we'll cross them over and line them up and get underway. Number 30, Ray Muncie, unable to answer the call. So that will change things just a bit. Tom Colley, C-O-L-L-E-Y, new driver, will start on the pole. Alongside, that is Phil Gussler in car number 4. Second row in this limited sportsman last chance race, car 12, Tracy Brigner. And alongside in 19, Mark Freibot in car 19. And on the tail, car 37, Pat Altop. Again, the first 4 finishers move into tonight's limited sportsman feature event. Coming up next Saturday here at the Speedway, we've got the full program of the limited sportsman, late model street stock, and the dwarf cars here next Saturday night. And we're underway. Phil Gussler jumps out to the early lead. Car number 4. Tom Colley now runs second. Tracy Brigner third rather. Transfer battle heats up now as Mark Freibot and Pat Altop slug it out for that final spot in the feature event. Laps the distance. We're just about to complete lap number 3. Tom Colley nearly looping it down in the 4th turn, but he recovers. And we continue racing. Tracy Brigner pressuring Tom Colley for the runner-up spot. We're halfway through this one. Way out front in car 4. Battle for second, third, and fourth heating up over on the backstretch. White flag for Phil Gussler. 1 lap to go. Pat Altop now up to challenge Tracy Brigner for 3rd position. Here comes your winner. It will be Phil Gussler. And finishing second, Tom Colley. 3rd to Tracy Brigner. And 4th to Pat Altop.
Up in the chute. Cars 10, 19, 33, 47, 81.61, 1 and 94.
Again, your winner, Phil Gussler. Starting first in car 25, fourth fast time tonight. Gary Carter starts first. He was fourth quick tonight, 13.722, that qualifying time. Alongside in car number 97, Mike Holland. Holland in 97, he was third quick here this evening. Second fast qualifier tonight, current track record holder, car 72. That is Robbie Pyle. And on the tail, your fast qualifier, he beat Pyle by 4/1000ths of a second. Mike Stacy, fast time tonight, 13.635. Cars, fastest four late models. Gary Carter and Mike Holland go at it for that top spot. Running third is Mike Stacy. Stacy now zeroing in on Holland's odd lots Camaro. They'll complete lap number 2 halfway through this time. Stacy will be up for that Riverside Auto Parts Fast Time Challenge money. Here comes Holland with a second win. Mike Holland around Gary Carter. Carter trying to sneak back on the inside, nothing doing. Your winner, Mike Holland. Second to Gary Carter. Give third to Mike Stacy, and fourth, Robbie Pyle. The Odd Lots Camaro of Mike Holland walks off with this year's first trophy dash in the late model division. Holland collected one trophy dash last year, so he's getting his one in this year early. Starting on the pole in car number 10. Car 10, that is Fred Reichert. Fred Reichert in car 10. Alongside in car number 19 should be Don Bender. Bender is supposed to start outside of that front row. Not sure why Larry Harris is up there. Harris is scheduled to start in 4th spot. Second is Don Bender. Starting third will be car 33, Dean Fusco. Fourth should be Larry Harris. He was up in that second spot. Starting in the 5th position will be Don Wetnall. 6th, Mike Ward. 7th spot is Terry Humphrey, and starting 8th will be Robbie Dean. And Fred Riker and Don Bender lead him around. 10 laps the distance. The first heat race underway here on Torco Pest Control. Tubular techniques night at the races. And we got a false start. We'll line them up and try it again. Riker and Bender, Fusco and Harris, Wetton on Ward, Humphrey and Dean. Don Bender draws about a half car ahead of Fred Riker down the backstretch. They go. Riker trying to maintain his line on the inside. Larry Harris wanted that inside lane bad. Dean Fusco was there. Left turn, Clyde. Fred Reichert out front. A great battle between Larry Harris and Don Bender for the second position. And now we got Dean Fusco, Mr. Concrete, big time. Don Bender and Dean Fusco. I'm sorry, Mark from Worthman Brothers to gate B, please. Mark from Worthman Brothers to gate B, please. Larry Harris, a lane change on the front stretch. Almost catches Mike Ward, but Ward avoids. Fred Riker still leads. Now a tight battle for second spot as well. Robbie D and Mike Ward. 4 laps complete this time. Larry Harris nearly with the pass complete. And now Harris, your leader. And we got a spin on the backstretch. Caution on the Speedway. Say, geez, I messed up. It's my fault. He can allow the driver that he bumped into, in this case Fred Riker, he can allow him to go back in his position if he does say, yep, I made a mistake, got into him and spun the car out. So Riker will get his position back and Robbie Dean will go to the tail. Again, that's only if the driver that bumps the other driver admits that he was at fault. Up to second. Don Wetnall now runs third. Larry Harris, Mike Ward, Don Wetnall, your top three. Harris able to fend everybody off so far. 2 laps to go this time. car sideways down in turn one. Nearly takes out Don Wetnall. Wetnall avoids. Terry Humphreys up the 4th spot. Your winner is going to be Larry Harris. Second to Mike Ford. I'll have to wait on official scoring for 3rd spot. Terry Humphrey comes home in 3rd. 4th place given to Don Wetnall, and 5th, Robbie Dean. Harris's car is sponsored by the Sand Pebble Lounge and Harris Body Shop, also Larry Isaacs Siding. Starting first in car 71, that's Don Gregory Jr. alongside in 0, Donnie 0 Hill. Row 2, we find car number 5, Dick Dunleavy Jr. In car number 6, Jerry Mitchell. Inside of row number 3, car 18, Tommy Simpson. And car 23 alongside of him, Jerry Jones. And then we've got Donnie Renner in car 92. 10 laps the distance. Don Gregory Jr. leading them around. Dick Dunleavy in 5, takes over 2nd spot. Running 3rd is Jerry Mitchell. Now Jerry Mitchell underneath Dunleavy assumes that 2nd position. Here comes Jerry Jones. Jones started deep in the pack. He is up to 3rd. Dunleavy runs 4th. 5th spot is 0 Hill. Halfway through, Don Gregory Jr., your leader. Is 4th. White flag for Don Gregory Jr. Don Gregory in car 71. Mitchell is 2nd. Jerry Jones, Dick Dunleavy Jr. And finishing 5th, Donnie 0 Hill. Gregory's car is sponsored by Sizzle Marine, Joby's Tree Service, Certified Oil, Central Fastener, and Fast Racing Engines. Bill Cantley. The second row in 59, Burgess White. Alongside 17 from Millersport, Bob Cumbo. Then we find Ken White in 58. 20 is George Hawkins, a rookie. And car number 9, Danny Eaves on the tail. 8 laps. The top 4 finishers move into the feature. Leader is Bill Cantley. Buddy Townsend runs second. Burgess White third. Currently fourth is Bob Cumbo. Complete lap number 3 this time by. Down this time. The battle heats up for 4th spot, that final transfer position. Still Bill Cantley, Buddy Townsend. Now the pass for 4th spot. Danny Eaves trying to move inside of Bob Cumbo. Yeah, apparently they put up in the pit area that it was a 10-lap race. That was marked up on the board in the pit area. So I was wrong earlier when I announced 8 laps. It is a 10-lap event. My mistake. White flag this time. Your winner, Bill Cantley. Second to Buddy Townsend. Third place, Burgess White. And fourth, Danny Eaves. Fifth goes to Bob Cumbo. Cantley's Racing. Martin's the sponsor, along with Terry's Pizzeria, Edwards Motors. Inside of row 2, car 21, Danny Brown. He was second quick, and you're on the tail. Your fast qualifier tonight, George Lindsay in car number 12. Fastest 4 street stockers, they're going to go at it for 4 laps. Back up to speed, 4 laps the distance. back for 12. White flag for Tom Idle. And your winner of the Street Stock Trophy Dash, Tom Idle. Finishing second, George Lindsay. Third, Bo Davis. And fourth, Danny Brown. Idle was winless last season in Trophy Dash action. He had one runner-up feature finish a year ago. Okay, my understanding is we've got 2 street stock heat races, 1 street stock last chance race, and we will run a very, very brief intermission. Virtually no intermission at all. And then the first feature this evening will be the late model feature. That'll be immediately following a very brief intermission. Okay, here's your lineup. Adam Conroy in 170. That's Don Townsend Jr. Dave Dysinger and Mark Life in the second row. Then comes Don Holland and James Harding, Gary Lamer, and Russ Harper round out the field. Harper already calling quits.
We're going to run them late model, sportsman, and street stock tonight.
And Adam Conroy hanging 5 down the front stretch. Your leader is, oh, here comes Adam. Your leader is Don Townsend Jr. Second spot, that's Dave Dysinger. Third is James Harding. Gary Lamer now. James Harding second. Third, that is Mark Light. And your leader is car 34, Gary Lamer. James Harding. A little bumper tag over there in turns 1 and 2. That's Mark Life. He's third. Fourth is Don Holland. Currently fifth is Dave Dyson. White flag. Harding closing, trying to pressure your leader. Through turns 3 and 4, it's going to be Gary Lamer, the winner. Second to James Harding. Third, Mark Light. Fourth will be Don Holland. And fifth, Dave Dyson. TBS Motorsports Mini Store. Check out the brand new 1998 Columbus Motor Speedway t-shirts and sweatshirts. They've got neon, glow-in-the-dark lettering on them. Check it out. Jeremy Dennis in 94, or 90, Mark Matthews. 7 is Tom Jones. 07 is John Morgan. Car 22, that's Bubba Parsons. 84, Scott Varney. 47 is Randy Tharp. And car number 6, Bill Huntley. Laps, Jeremy Dennis and Mark Matthews in the front first row. Second row, we've got Tom Jones and John Morgan. Then comes Bubba Parsons, Scott Varney, Randy Tharp, and Bill Huntley. 8 laps. And we got trouble. Randy Tharp. Damage on car 47. That car is apparently disabled over there in turn number 2.
It looks like a ball joint problem on the lower side, and hopefully they can get that one repaired and back out. Back up to you, Jeff.
All right, thanks a lot, Robert, for that report. And we're ready to get back underway. 7 laps remain. This is the final heat race for the street stocks, and then we'll have a last chance event. Way out front in car number 90. John Morgan runs second. Jeremy Dennis third. The battle is for the third spot. Scott Varney trying to make his way around Jeremy Dennis, and he does so.
If you're the first race after intermission, and it's going to be a very quick intermission.
Now John Morgan right on the back bumper of Mark Matthews.
3-time race in the chute to the right. Then we'll have a very brief intermission, and you'll be the first race on the racetrack.
Scott Varney trying to track down your lead duo. Jeremy Dennis holding down that 4th spot. A white flag will wave this time past start and finish. And your winner, Mark Matthews. Mark Matthews won heat race victory last season, and he starts off right this year. Tuffy Auto Service Center, one of the sponsors on that car, along with Wild Days Exotic Foods. The street stock last chance race, and then again, folks, Clyde Trowbridge. I announced that, wasn't sure of that name earlier, but that is Clyde Trowbridge in 87. Alongside car number 3, Kevin Lococo. The second row, 30, Rusty Mortimer, and 85, Robert Jewell. Car 60 is Chris Keynes, and along with him in that row, 71, Scott Hoffman. Then we've got 93, Bobby Stacy. Then 95, Mike Litchfield. 8 laps, the top 4 cars transfer. The street stock last chance race. 8 cars, top 4, move into the feature event. Wild scramble. This something new for the street stocks in 1998. Last chance race. Clyde Trowbridge making them look like fools. I'm kidding. Clyde is way out front, however. Oh, and now we got trouble. Rusty Mortimer. And a red flag is out. Red is out. Go. We'll be back underway. I can't drive 55. That's my truth. Kevin Lococo will start second. That's Robert Jewell holding down that third position. We got 7 laps to go. The top 4 drivers move into the feature event. Bobby Stacy moves up to 4th spot, taking over from Chris Keynes. Trowbridge checking out in 87. Pulls up on Robert Jewell. We're just past the halfway point. Lococo holding down the runner-up spot. And now Lococo sideways in turn 2. Nearly loops that car. Recovers, but here comes Robert Jewell. Can't make the pass. White flag. We got a lap to go. Bobby Stacy squeezes inside of Robert Jewell. Takes over 3rd position. Here he comes, the one, the only, Clyde Trowbridge. Gives second to Kevin Lococo, 3rd, Bobby Stacy, and 4th, Robert Jewell. And he's your man, Clyde Trowbridge. Here's his theme song. Clyde Trowbridge.
I'm back here with the feature racing action here tonight. Jeff Knuckles is going to have the lineups for you. Then I'll have the call of the race. And then Bob Neubauer will have the winner's circle interviews. So first, to my friend Jeff Knuckles over there in the tower for the lineup for the super late models here at Columbus Motor Speedway.
92, the McDonald's sponsored entry of Donnie Renner. Renner in 92 alongside out of Galloway, Ohio. It's the WNF Engines Camaro. Behind the controls, the veteran Jerry Mitchell. Row number 2, in car 18, the youngster, former quarter midget racer. Moving up a couple of years ago into the late model ranks, Tommy Simpson. And alongside of him, in car 23, former runner-up in the limited sportsman point standings a couple of years ago, Jerry Jones. The third row, inside car 25, that is Gary Carter. And alongside in 97, the odd lots, Camaro of Mike Holland. Inside of row number 4, car 72, the Bob Evans Camaro. Behind at the helm is Robbie Pyle. And alongside of him in car number 7, your fast qualifier tonight. He's going after a $4,400 bonus from Riverside Auto Parts as the fast qualifier. It's Mike Stacy. Car number 5 inside of the 5th row. That is Dick Dunleavy Jr. And outside of him, car number 0, Donnie Zero Hill, the Autoville USA Camaro. Next up, we've got Skip Thornton, the veteran in car 86, and another veteran, car number 94, Robbie Dean alongside. Car 1, that's Terry Humphrey. He is next. Outside in 61, Mike Ward. 81 is Don Wetnall. 47, Larry Harris. Car number 19, that's Don Bender. 26 is Bill Cantley. Car number 10, Fred Reichert. 31 is Buddy Townsend. Then we find 59, Burgess White. Car number 9, Danny Eves. Car 71, Don Gregory Jr. And car number 17, Bob Cumbo.
All right, the white flag has been shown to the field, and we're about to go green flag racing, this time by the stripe. Number 1, give the advantage to the number 6 of Jerry Mitchell. The 92 of Donnie Renner running second. Third belongs to the 23 of Jerry Jones. Fourth is 97 Mike Holland. Mitchell's starting to open up a little bit of a lead now. He has about 4 car lengths on the 92 with Donnie Renner. Jerry Jones right behind him, and Mike Holland running fourth. Mike Stacy holding down that 5th position, and you heard Jeff Knuckles earlier telling you that Mike Stacy was the fast qualifier and up for a $4,400 bonus if he can win this race here tonight. Jerry Mitchell, Donnie Renner, Jerry Jones, as Jerry Mitchell is starting now to leave the rest of the pack behind him. About a 10 car length lead for the 6th car of Jerry Jones. 92, last year's track champion, Donnie Renner, running in second. One slow over there in turn 3. That's the 71 of Don Gregory Jr. He takes it into the infield in turn 4. Calling in tonight for the team car to Mike Stacy. Stacy now looking to the high side of Mike Holland. Mike Stacy in car number 7. Making a move around on the high side now. Encounters some slower traffic now, putting a lap on the 31 of Buddy Townsend, and now moving up to try to put a lap on Danny Eames and Fred Reichert next, as we got a long line of lap cars here. Don Bender, the next to go a lap down. As will Tommy Simpson in the 18. Now the second, third, and fourth place cars encounter the lap traffic. That's Donnie Renner, Jerry Jones, Mike Holland, and Mike Stacy right back behind them in fifth. So the leaders encountering the slower traffic now. As Jerry Mitchell is just about done with this line of traffic. He is looking at clear road ahead of him. Jerry Mitchell, car number 6, your leader, and running away with it at this point. That car really hooked up here tonight. Out on the track, a couple cars spun on the back straightaway. That's the 86 of Skip Thornton and the 5 of Dick Dunleavy Jr. And we got a little flagman in training there with his flag motions for the cars as they come down the front straightaway. Field picks up the pace, comes down the front straightaway across the start-finish line. The green flag comes out and we're racing once again. And Danny Eames and Burgess White go for a battle there. Now remember, they are a couple of lap cars. Jerry Mitchell, of course, your leader. Then the Danny Eames and Burgess White cars, and then your second place car of Donnie Renner, car number 92. Moves to the high side of Burgess White. As the leaders go back to working on the lap cars, Jerry Mitchell still checking out in the number 6. Mitchell, still your leader. Donnie Renner running in second, and Jerry Jones third. Mike Holland fourth, and Mike Stacy in fifth. Nothing much has changed among the top 5 cars. And I will take that back. I will stand corrected. Because Mike Stacy has now moved up into that 4th position, dropping Mike Holland back to that 5th position. I missed that pass. So Mike Stacy now running in 4th. Tonight's fast qualifier, the man up for all that extra cash. Jerry Mitchell, Donnie Renner, Jerry Jones, Mike Stacy, and Mike Holland, your top 5. Spinning the 31 of Buddy Townsend with a spin, goes into the infield, and it is so wet down there. He continues to spin down the back straightaway. 36 of the 40 laps now complete. Jerry Jones, Donnie Renner, Jerry Mitchell, Donnie Renner, Jerry Jones, Mike Stacy, and Mike Holland, your top 5. So 4 more laps to go, and the field is now closed up. On the back bumper of Jerry Mitchell, we'll see if anybody has anything for Mitchell in the last 4 laps. Mike Stacy moves to the high side of Jerry Jones. Right as the green flag comes out. Mike Stacy's been working on that high side all race long, trying to get up there to that lead. Jerry Mitchell, still your leader. Donnie Renner, Jerry Jones, Mike Stacy, Mike Holland. The other car you see there, the Dan Eves machine, is a lap car. But he's right now just about as fast as the leaders. Donnie Renner is not catching him, so he's not really causing any problems. White flag, 1 lap to go for Jerry Mitchell. Donnie Renner in second, then Jerry Jones, Mike Stacy, and Mike Holland battling for that 4th position. And your winner will be car number 6, Jerry Jones. Donnie Renner, car number 6, Jerry Mitchell. Donnie Renner, Jerry Jones. Then I believe Mike Stacy did edge out Mike Holland for that 4th position. Mike Holland will finish 5th. So Jerry Mitchell wins the first feature event of 1998. And we'll take the checkered flag and victory lap. And we're going to go down to Bob Neubauer for the winner's circle interview.
Well, Jeff, Jerry getting the helmet off and getting ready to come out of the ride. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Your first feature winner of 1998, Jerry Mitchell. Jerry, this thing was a rocket. What was the deal here?
I don't know. We just changed a few things, and it just worked out. You know, it was a guessing game tonight. Track was on, was off. We just stumbled onto the right setup. I got to say hi to Jennifer. Your dad said hi, Jennifer.
A lot of work over the winter to make it this good tonight?
Yeah, we learned a lot about the last third or fourth of last year. Applied what we learned. Made a few other changes during the winter. Totally redid the car completely. It worked. It was good.
Not a lot of sponsors on this one.
No sponsors. WF Custom Engines, that's it.
Hey, if you want to sponsor a car, here's a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, how about a big round of applause? Our feature winner, Jerry Mitchell.
Jerry Mitchell, your winner in car number 6.
A limited sportsman feature event. Starting first in car number 10, that's Raleigh Hyder Jr. Bob Gruball is alongside in car number 5. The second row, we find Sam Spadero in 51. And car number 2, that's Don Gregory Jr. Row 3 is Donald Parsons on the inside. And outside, Donnie Miller. Then in the fourth row, 01, Jerry Buck. In 45, John Strobel. Row 5 consists of car 91, Sean Gray. And 08, that's Randy Sword. Then we find 25, Jimmy Kidd. And starting 12th, your fast qualifier, Dave Ritchie Jr. Car 42 starts inside of row number 7. That is Rob Martin. Then comes 61, the driver Mark Jordan. 20, Mike Brown. 26 is Scott Stevens. '93, Jamie Hunt. 31 is Jim Hersey. I forgot number 9, that's David Greeno. 41, Tom Cawley. 43, Mike Schweier. 12 is Tracy Brigner. 4, Phil Gussler. And 37, Pat Altop. 35 laps. 30. 30 laps, the distance.
And you heard Jeff say it, 30 laps for the limited sportsman here tonight. Green flag comes out. Is car number 10, Raleigh Hyder Jr. running. And saw a couple cars. And Raleigh Hyder Jr. and Don Gregory Jr. get together over in turn 1. I saw a couple cars touch over in turn 4. Thought we were going to have one, and we do have one over in turn 1. A couple other cars involved. Mike Brown in the 20 machine. Let's take a look at it. Don Gregory Jr. with a little bump to Raleigh Hyder. And the Hyder machine goes around. Mike Brown also involved in that in the 20 car. Once again, instant replay. And it looks like maybe it was David Greeno getting into the side of the 20 of Mike Brown. Got one lap completed. Raleigh Hyder does get his spot back because Don Gregory Jr. came around and admitted fault, saying that was my fault. So Raleigh Hyder gets his spot back. Don Gregory Jr. goes to the tail of the field, and we're about ready for a restart. second now is the 5 car, Bob Grubal. Third belongs to, I can't quite tell who that is. At any rate, John Strobel on the inside of that car. Not sure who that is. New paint job this year. That is the 22 of Donald Parsons. Now running in the 4th position. Third belongs to John Strobel. Second is Bob Grubal, the 5, and then of course your leader, car number 10, Raleigh Hyder Jr. And here comes John Strobel. Like he was shot out of a cannon. He's right on the back bumper of Bob Grubal. As we look at the battle a little bit farther back in the pack, that's Samson Darrow, Sean Gray. We got a couple spinning over in turn 1. It's like Phil Gussler and maybe Rob Martin. Sure about the Phil Gussler machine. I'm not sure about the other one. It has a yellow front and an orange back, and I believe that is Rob Martin's machine. On the restart, Raleigh Hyder Jr., Bob Grubal, John Strobel, Donald Parsons, and the number 1 car of Donnie Miller. Moves to the high side and around the Bob Grubal machine. John Strobel now running second. Grubal back to 3rd position. And Strobel wastes no time. Moves to the high side of your leader, car number 10, Raleigh Hyder. New look for the Sportsman this year. The rear bumper cover giving a more stock-looking appearance to these cars. I like them. They look nice. And moving to the high side once again, John Strobel side by side down the front straightaway with Raleigh Hyder. And going into turns 1 and 2 and out, down the back stretch. And all the way around the track side by side for the lead. Raleigh Hyder slight advantage coming out of turn 4. And, excuse me, John Strobel slight advantage coming out of turn 4. And he now is your leader, Raleigh Hyder, back to 2nd. Bob Grubal running 3rd. And now Hyder slows coming out of turn 4. Tough break for the 10 car. Your leader up to just a few moments ago, now very slow over in turn 1. We got a car spinning over in 1. Now the car connecting with that. Scott Stevens, the 26 car. We got a couple cars spinning over in turn 3. Looks like the 61 of Mark Jordan, the one over in turn 1, and Randy Sward and Dave Ritchie Jr. involved in a little fender bender over in turn 3. We're about ready to go back to racing. Green flag comes out. John Strobel takes it. Bob Grubal running 2nd. Donnie Miller holding on to 3rd now. Looking to the high side of Bob Grubal for 2nd. And Jerry Buck running in that 4th position at the moment. Randy Sward back out on the track, almost a lap down in the 08 machine. Brigner with a spin down the front straightaway in the 12 car. That'll bring out another caution. And as you can see, we do have a little bit of rain. Doesn't seem to be getting the surfaces too wet as I look around on my steps and around the grandstand here. So hopefully if the cars keep on going around the track, we won't have too much of a problem. 10 laps now complete in this 30-lap limited sportsman feature. 45 is John Strobel, the 1 of Donnie Miller, 5 of Bob Grubauer, Jerry Buck, and then Donald Parsons rounds out your top 5. Couple of cars getting together. I believe that was Jamie Hunt over in turn 2. And Hunt has slowed down the back straightaway. Jamie Hunt takes it into the infield. So last year's defending sportsman track champion with a problem here tonight, taking it to the infield. It's still John Strobel. Donnie Miller now running in that second position with Jerry Buck holding on to third. We got a couple more spinning over in turn 1. Mike Brown, car number 20, with the smoke coming off the wheels. That car's had a rough time of it tonight, taking a couple of hits. White flag comes out. We should get green flag next time by the stripe. We see John Strobel, your leader. Donnie Miller running second. Then Bob Grubauer, Jerry Buck, and the 17 of Dave Ritchie Jr. Back there for second. Donnie Miller and Dave Ritchie battling side by side for that second position as Dave Ritchie gets around. Bob Grubauer and Jerry Buck battling back there for fourth position. Trouble for the 41 car. He gets back out on the track and no harm, no foul. We stay green. And here comes Don Gregory Jr. back up through the pack in the 2 machine, all the way from the tail of the field. If you remember, he was involved in that early incident with Raleigh Hyder Jr. Admitted fault, went to the tail of the field, but now has moved back up into the 4th position. And right behind him is the 08 of Randy Sword. Sword almost a lap down, coming back out to the pits, getting a caution, able to come back around, and now runs in 5th. So a couple of cars have really moved well right back up through the pack and are now battling in the top 5. John Strobel still your leader. Dave Ritchie Jr. running second and Jerry Buck third. And then comes the Don Gregory Jr. and Randy Sword machines 4th and 5th. Jerry Buck appears to slow down the back straightaway in the 01 machine. Buck may have a problem. And Jerry Buck very slow down the front straightaway. I don't believe he's going to be able to make it down into the infield. Caution comes out. The 01 of Jerry Buck stalled down there in turn number 1. 19 of the 30 laps now complete. John Strobel, Dave Ritchie Jr., Don Gregory Jr., Randy Sword, and Bob Grubauer rounding out your top 5. Wasting no no time looking to the high side of John Strobel. Dave Ritchie wanting the lead of this race, battling side by side now with John Strobel. Strobel taking the lead early away from Raleigh Hyder, now battling for the lead in these closing laps of this race. John Strobel on the inside, Dave Ritchie Jr. on the outside as Don Gregory Jr. and Randy Sword battle for that third position. Sword with a slight advantage through turns 3 and 4. Still side by side down the front straightaway. The 45 of John Strobel, the 17 of Dave Ritchie Jr. Strobel, slight advantage coming out at 2. Randy Sword takes over that third position now as Bob Grubal battles back with Don Gregory Jr. for the fourth position. Excuse me, check that. That's Sean Gray now moving into fourth, and Don Gregory Jr. back to the fifth position. It's still John Strobel, your leader. Dave Ritchie Jr. running second. Randy Sword all the way from the tail of the field, almost a lap down, running third. And Sean Gray moving inside of the Randy Sword machine for the third position now. Sean Gray takes over third. Randy Sword back to fourth. And Sean Gray making a nice job moving up through this field also in the 91 car, coming up here to battle with the leaders in these closing laps. Still John Strobel, your leader, moving around the lap car with Dave Ritchie Jr. running second. Ritchie just dropping back just a little bit. I don't know if he might have overheated his tires. He looked a little sideways through turn 4 that time. So Dave Ritchie Jr. not battling with John Strobel like he was just a couple of moments ago. Strobel still your leader. One more lap to go for car number 45, John Strobel. And your winner will be John Strobel, car number 45, finishing second. Dave Ritchie Jr. third will go to Sean Gray. Tires and brakes, but I don't believe anybody connected with anything as we look at your winner, car number 45, John Strobel. Coming down to the winner's circle. We're going to go down to Bob Neubauer for the winner's circle interview.
We're going to check in now with Bob Neubauer down trackside. Go ahead, Robert.
Well, what a way to start a year.
Well, Thursday night we thought we had some problems. We broke a rear end. We figured this was a bad start for a year, but thanks to Jim Rader back there, he fixed me a rear end and everything up. So I didn't take the victory lap. I went over, these people here want to see some racing, so let's get them going.
Hey, better said than I could have. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your feature winner, John Strobel.
And now your street stock lineup. Car number 1, Adam Conroy. The 97 of Mark Life. 27, Dave Dysinger. And the 75 of Jim Harding inside and outside row number 2. Row number 3, car number 9, Don Holland. And the 7 of Tom Jones. And in row number 4, the 34 of Gary Lamer. And the 22 of Bubba Parsons. Row number 5, 90, Mark Matthews and Bill Hunley in car number 6. Row number 6, the 07 of John Morgan and the 18 of Bo Davis. Sorry about that. Problems with the video. Row number 7, 84, Scott Varney. The 12 of George Lindsay. Row number 8, 87, Clyde Trowbridge. And the 3 of Kevin Lococo. Row number 9, car number 21, Dan Brown. 85, Bob Jewell. Row number 10, 93, Bobby Stacy. And out there, out back, I cannot make out a car number whatsoever on that car. So we have the mystery driver out back. Street stock feature coming at you, 25 racing laps. We should get a green flag this time by the stripe. Leaders, Mark Life in the 97 machine. Jim Harding running second. Third belongs to the 7 of Tom Jones as Jim Harding moves to the high side of Mark Life for the lead. New leader, car number 75, Jim Harding. Mark Life running second. Tom Jones holds on to that third position. Jones now looks to the high side of Life coming out of turn 2. Couple sliding down the back straightaway. Couldn't find out who those cars were. They slid into the infield. No red flag as of yet as they are off the track surface. Battle for the lead between Jim Harding and Tom Jones. Jones slight advantage going into turn 3. And now Tom Jones, your leader, as the 75 of Jim Harding appeared to slow a little bit. Keep an eye on that car. I'm not quite sure if I really saw that or not. But the car did appear to slow to me as he went through turn 4 last time. Tom Jones, your leader. And we got another one spinning. That's the 1 of Adam Conroy spinning down into the infield. And he is stuck sliding sideways. And red flag comes out. And we've also got some water up on the track surface. 7 laps now complete. Tom Jones, your leader. The 6 of Bill Hunley holds on to second. 97 of Mark Life, then the 90 of Mark Matthews, then the 22 of Bubba Parsons. Tom Jones running second. Third belongs to the 90 of Mark Matthews. I believe that's John Morgan getting around the 97 of Mark Life, but we have another red flag as we have a couple cars stalled out on the track at turn 4. White flag comes out. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. leader. Tom Jones running second. Mark Matthews third. Mark Life and John Morgan rounding out your top five. Still your leader. Tom Jones still running second. Closes slightly in turns 3 and 4. Closes a lot in turns 3 and 4. Tom Jones trying to find a way around the 6 of Bill Hunley. One spinning over in turn 1. That's Bo Davis in the 18. Gary Labor tags him. And I believe a little bump from the other car. And we got him spinning over in turn 2. Red flag comes out. "11 of the 25 laps now complete. Bill Hunley, your leader. Tom Jones, Mark Matthews, John Morgan, and Mark Life round out your top five. Still your leader, Tom Jones, right on his back bumper. Then John Morgan now getting around the Mark Matthews machine for third. Matthews back to fourth. And here comes Dan Brown, car number 21, all the way from the tail of the field, pretty much. Dan Brown way back there in the beginning of this race, coming up all the way. Now challenging for that fourth position. And takes it from the 90 of Mark Matthews. Dan Brown now runs fourth. It's still Bill Hunley, Tom Jones, John Morgan, and Dan Brown. And we got them battling a little bit farther back in the pack. That's the 97 of Mark Life. And Bubba Parsons on the outside there. Tom Jones, Dan Brown now closes right on the back bumper of Jones. As I believe I saw some smoke from Tom Jones' car. I'm not sure. It might have been tire smoke. As he might have slipped a little bit in the corner. slips a little bit in turn 2. Opening the door for Dan Brown. Bill Hunley in heavy lap traffic. All the leaders in heavy lap traffic. Dan Brown gets around for second. He sets his sights on the leader, car number 6, Bill Hunley. That one spun into the infield, and we got a blown motor over in turn 1. And that will bring out a red flag, as we have one losing a motor over in turn 1. White flag coming out. Should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Let's see. 22 of the 25 laps now complete. Bill Hunley, Dan Brown, Tom Jones, Mark Matthews. And we're about ready to go back to green flag racing. With 3 more laps. Looks like George Lindsay moving up to the top 5 there in the 12 car. Bill Hunley, your leader. Now Dan Brown moves to the high side. Side by side now for the lead. Dan Brown on the outside. Slight advantage through turns 3 and 4. Bill Hunley on the inside. A lot of smoke coming out of the 7 of Tom Jones. Engine failure in the progress for the 7 machine. He's your 3rd place car. I see smoke coming out of another car. We got a couple of blown motors here right at the last moments of this race. Your winner will be car number 6, Bill Hunley. Dan Brown will finish 2nd. An expiring motor in the 7 car brings Tom Jones home for 3rd. And beyond that, I don't know. That's the end of another one. We finally got the 1998 NASCAR Winston Racing Series underway. We're going to go down to Bob Neubauer for the Winner's Circle interview here in just a couple of moments. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for buying this Penstroke Productions at the Track videotape. And on the behalf of my wife Kim, my partner Bill Yo, Jeff Knuckles, and Bob Neubauer, we'll see you back here next week at Columbus Motor Speedway
take just a
at
couple
the
seconds,
track.
because we got a big guy trying to get unstrapped out of a race car here at the moment, and he's hurrying all he can. He climbs out, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your feature winner. Big Bill with a big wave. Watch that car, it's slippery. You could be the first driver to get hurt after the race falling off his car. Hey, you happy or what?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brown here kind of gave you a pretty good race at the last lap.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Got anybody you want to thank or anything?
Just the people that sponsored the car, Mayor Alert, and Susie.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause once again? Bill Woman, your feature winner, street stock style. Jeff will let you wrap it up.
Thanks, Bob. Here's your top 10 rundown from that event. Hunley, your winner. Danny Brown, 2nd. Tom Jones, 3rd. George Lindsay was 4th. 5th went to Mark Matthews. Mark Life was 6th. Scott Barney came home in 7th place. 8th position, Gary Lamer. 9th was